Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Vintage Story. Right now it is late, so we are gonna sleep. But I'm thinking today will be a double. We'll have a Vintage Story recording, and 2 hours after there should be a starter recording on if you want to watch that as well. But for now, I need to chop a lot of wood. I need some more charcoal, and I'm thinking I want more pine to finish these roofs. Is it calm? No, it's low. I mean, that's better than high. But this roof might need something. Maybe. Up here definitely does. I wonder why there's snow particles in my house. Weird. Like coming through the windows. Or maybe because the ceiling needs to be thicker, so this one definitely needs more about it. But we're getting there slowly. So we might use this whole axe today. We'll see what happens. First, is this is full. Okay. And let's see. Is there any spot that we really want to work in? I like the trees around this area a little bit. I might clear right here of any trees. Otherwise, I think I'll go over here to clear anything else. So let's go do that. This spot is rather fine. I might clear this tree though. It's not pine, sadly, but I just think it'd be nice to have a pathway from here to here. A little later, but right now that tree's a little bit in the way. Now... Oh, flax. Never seen that one before. Let's mark that. And we have some borax here too. That's fine. Caps lock was on, but is okay. Hey, a pink apple tree. Resin on like the same spot. It is a good thing that I'm going out and exploring around the base. Floating snow. Random. I could probably start chopping the pine trees around here. Oh jeez. Immediate. Wow. I didn't even hear a wolf. That's so wonderful that happened. Jump scare. Joy. There wasn't any howling or barking, just sudden. A third of my health was gone, and then the other rest in 2 bites. My fur clothes are gonna be in worse condition now, I think. Sad. I feel like that wolf should have given me some warning. That or it just practically spawned on top of me. Also, I think after I die, I glow. I watched a video of someone doing a server, and whenever people died, they glowed. Oh, he's not gonna attack me now. How kind. Well, we're not gonna chop trees over there. I haven't died in a little bit. That's sad. Another death to add to a death counter that I'm not keeping track of. Okay. Let's reorganize the inventory. That was really all I needed to do. We can put that crock there. It's empty. And eat this. Eat a little of this. And there's wolves over there. There's wolves up there. Let's get rid of that. I could go the long way around, or I could just go this way. Let's go this way. And hopefully no wolves or bears. I don't want them. I'm also curious how I'm supposed to get like wolf cubs and tame wolves. With some things being locked behind a class, you'd think that taming would be a class. Oh, hi, boar. I kind of thought you were a wolf for a second. I guess here's fine. Unless a wolf just comes out of nowhere and attacks me again. Did anything go on that tree? I don't think so. I feel like I have a good reaction time to the wolves, but their second attack, sometimes they just have like a combo attack or something with no immunity frames of just a bite and a claw swipe or something that just happens immediately after one another that just do the rest of my health after I get surprise attacked. Like, I get surprise attacked, and then I probably could have better reflexes and just, like, run, because it's like, oh crap, I lost health. Press the sprint key, run away. But by the time I start pressing the sprint key and run away, the stupid 2 attacks that just delete the rest of my health come out of nowhere. Okay. There's that. A bit of wood. I'll replant this acorn And hello, poor. That tree has present, but that's practically unreachable. Okay, well, back at the house. Let's go grab our little saw so I can shape the wood into planks. Then I can actually use them to deal with the roofing. There's the saw. Planks. 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 I think that's a good amount. Now I just need to remember how I make the stairs. Stairs. I'm gonna need a lot, so I'll just make a whole stack. And yeah, there we go. There we go. Better roofing. Let's go deal with the new house roofing situation. I'd like to do this one first. And that's okay. I'd like some dirt to try and deal with that. Also, let's make some more stairs. Weird. I guess some chickens moved nearby. That looks a bit better from a roof standpoint. I could fill this in. Perfect amount. I don't know about the planks though. Little short. There we go. I'm happy with that. Now I just need lanterns, but I can't really get those until a little later. Also, I might try that. I don't hate it. It'd be a good spot to hang a lantern. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Okay, now there's not really a lot of decorative options that I can make with this stuff. I can make a chair, but I need cloth of some sort. Yeah, I don't really see anything I can decorate the house more with. I should also work down here in the basement. Kind of the next step to having this house be more usable and functional, along with lanterns. So, yeah. Let's put a lot of stuff in here. Take the fire stuff out. Pine wood in. Boards. Sticks. Birch wood. And I'll have to move this stuff downstairs or in here. Okay. I can put, oh, those aren't fired yet. Let's put the fired, unfired, raw, and move the bones. I really need some more storage space. I'll put some resin in there, and this will go back to the old house for now. That's the best storage spot I have for it. And we need to go get some more food. This is gonna run out quick. So let's go head over there. See if I have any more stone I can make some cobblestone with for the basement. And then I can run over to the farm. Hopefully the bear from a while ago, I think the episode before last, is gone. Onions. I'll mark these. I haven't marked them yet. Onions. Okay. I think all the lights in the basement of the old house are out. Let's put that away, and then these go downstairs. Seeds. Flax. I can grab 8 of this to feed chickens. Since I'm gonna go over there. Grab this. And yeah, we're pretty okay. And it's not too late as of yet. I wanted to check for stones. I don't want to use conglomerate. I have slate, shale, slate, andesite. I can bring the shears over. I think I have borax over there. I'll put the borax and leather in here. And I can practically take this whole unit. Stupid camera moving. Nothing there. Now at the point where I could bring up a lot of stuff over. As diluted borax. Let's go visit the chickens and hopefully we don't see a bear. It'll be really hard to see the bear because it'll be all snowy as well, which sucks. Blends in. I really was hoping they would hibernate all winter and I wouldn't have to deal with any bears, but here we are. Or if that's not a mechanic, that they just wouldn't spawn during winter. Either of those options would be much nicer than having a bear. Now, I don't see it. It might be close to the chickens. I don't want to run in case that attracts the bear. Oh, there's the bear. How do I get that bear gone? I could craft spears and throw them at the bear. Or try to make arrows. I think the bear either wants the chickens or the honey. Which I did want to check on the honey as well. I don't think it's feasible. Yeah. The bee populations aren't gonna spread during winter. I don't think so. But feed chickens. Is there anything in here that I want? Not particularly. That's just a flower chest. Okay. Now, bear. Yeah, it wants the chickens or the bees. I think it's being indecisive because they're so close together. It sees the bees and wants the honey, but then there's a chicken right next to it and it wants the chicken. The good thing is that it's not going after me, but the bad thing is it's covering the whole area I want to deal with soon, which is expanding the windmill. So that kind of sucks a bunch. And we got more flax that it's not really great to do anything with, because I don't have flax storage over here. So that'll go in there. That as well. That's slate cobblestone. Let's put all the things I want to put in the house there. I'll keep a storage vessel in the basement of the blacksmith for now. It'll be a little random. These are stuff that I wanted to do with though. I want to decorate with these, so I will. But for now, I'm gonna move some of this stuff over. And this chest is kind of already disorganized, full of random things. Okay. Let's put our shears there, I guess. All the flax is going in there for candles later. And if the activity is decent, so I am going to go bring a bunch of this stuff to the house in pitch black darkness. Okay. Can I have multiple flower pots? No. That sucks. I have a planter by the door. No. It might look better there. I can have a table by the door though, on this side. And I'm assuming I can't put flower pot there. It's kind of a big flower pot. Let's put a bookshelf in between these. For now, I'll just put that there as a makeshift. This is where my bed will go in the future. This can go downstairs. And I'll put some of this stuff away. Crock pot, cooking pots. Let's get another meal out to eat. And let's change a bit of the sound settings. Particularly, I don't like that the entity sounds are all crammed together. I wanted to change the settings so I could go talk to a merchant. But you know what? I have a hand basket right here. I'm just gonna put this in the hand basket. Also, I don't think anything's changed. Can I put this down? No. What is the goal of this if I can't? Oh, boat seat. I could have read that last time and figured that out. I just read seat. That says boat seat. Sigh. Okay. Well... I can go over there in that corner. For now, let's dig out a little bit of the basement via hands. Put that down. Now, there's this big problem that I have of I don't know how I want... It's totally pitch black up here. How I want the basement to be. 6... I think that's... Yeah, that says pine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll probably have an archway of here... of some sort. And something there. So let's get rid of this. And there goes all our slate cobblestone. I'll tear it down the floor here. Since when is there a wolf by this house? I always hear them howl at the blacksmith, but not over here. Why must you move to this area too? The howling is aesthetic, but when they kind of three-shot me, ugh. I don't like them being around me. Now, raising this floor, well, not really raising, but digging this floor down to make it 3 tall, I'm pretty sure not the smartest idea, because I think Bowthorn can now spawn in my basement since it has no light whatsoever as of yet. But having this actually have a layout makes my mind happy. So possibly dealing with Bowthorn is fine. And drifters in the basement will be fine. Because now I have a semi-sorted out layout for the basement. So far, the layout seems... This room might be a bit too big. There'll be a little storage room here. I don't know what it will house exactly. Maybe just normal crops in the storage vessels like I have at the old house. But then the room over here that I'm not going to dig out fully because more likely chance that drifters and bowthorn will spawn. But in there, I think I'll put the shelves. I put one in there. I need more shelves. But I'll have all the food that I have in Crocs in that corner area. But now, I don't really have a place to store dirt. So I'll put it in there. Actually, I can use the sandstone and dirt to make stone paths. First, let's run over here. It's late, but there is some of those. How do I make slabs? Okay. Now I'll just make a bunch of those. And I will call that enough. And also because I'm out of sandstone. Then I'll put these in there. I can't put the slabs in there. That is a-okay. I will just hold on to them. With the staircases. You know what, I'll just move those 3 to the other house in the morning. But for now, we'll sleep. I need to mine for more andesite, but I'd rather not. That's a pine seed. Okay. I thought it was a rock. It was not. Let's figure this mess out. They don't turn like they do in Minecraft. And that's lower than the staircase. It's still okay. It's a little janky going up this. That's okay. And over here... I do like that every one of these blocks is sometimes different. Like, some have moss on them. I kind of want to move this staircase back. This feels weird though. I guess that's okay. I don't love it, but it feels better going up that. There we go. That was weird. Okay. I could go inside and I probably have a shovel, but I don't know. This feels relaxing. So I'm doing it this way. Oh, I don't have any more in here. I thought I could maybe have some more in there, but I did not. Now, should I go try and deal with that bear? I do have enough flint and sticks that I might be able to. Or I could try using the bow. We might have to cheese the bear though. I'm kind of scared of it. Let's try out our new bow. I'll make a bunch of flint arrowheads. Actually, do I have feathers here? I think I have feathers somewhere. I don't remember where. They might be in the old house, but it's okay. I think feathers add something to the arrow's stats. Okay, I'm kind of getting better at this. I think we'll do one more after this one. Okay, that's quite a bit of arrows. Doesn't feel like a lot of arrows. I'll keep them on me in case I need to make more. Hopefully the bear doesn't regenerate health at an absurd rate when I stop hitting it with arrows. Maybe it'll run away after I hit it with a couple arrows. We'll figure it out. But for now, I'm gonna make a little pillar. Oh geez, there's a bear. And why bear run? Where did the bear go? I'm surprised I couldn't get over the fence with the snow, because I can. Okay, let's block the door. Let's use this to our advantage. Dang. Is that even the bear? I can't really tell. Can I jump up on this from the snow? No. Oh. It's hiding behind the tree. Not the chicken pen. Is it dead? I fear the bear still. I killed a bear! This isn't very pose-worthy of bear. There you go. I killed a bear. Lots of raw bush meat. Lots of big hide and fat. And I am glad those bones did not, like, obliterate my health bar. Let's clean up this mess. But no more bear! I thought it would take more to kill the bear, if I'm gonna be honest. I thought it would be like mini boss Dark Souls or something level of difficulty to kill the bear, like all the arrows. I did go through 9 of them. That was almost a third of my arrows. And I missed a couple shots, so that's still a little surprising. Either this bow is just that good, or the bear is just really weak, and I thought it was a lot stronger. Maybe it's because it's winter, I don't know. I'm gonna go put the raw bushmeat in storage. I can't really do much with it though, because it's not normal, like, meat. I don't know why the bear's meat is bush meat. I would have thought there would be a different name for it. Did I mark the right tree, or is there also one here? There is one here. Okay. I thought that other the pear tree marker was, I was on my way running and I saw it, so I marked it, but it might not be an exact location kind of marking. But there was really 2 right next to each other. Anyway. I'm still surprised I killed that bear. What is that? Its ears make it look like llama. No, you're a bighorn eel. Anyway. Let's get the torch out. What can I do with this besides cook it? A recurve bow. 4 piercing damage and 30% accuracy. Requires the bowyer trait to make. I have that. let's put the bushmeat in here for now, I guess. And I'll work on the large pelts, I guess. How do I... Salted hide. What do I do with salted hide? Okay. Soaked hide. Diluted borax. Okay. Well then, let's put it in here. And... 18 hours. I guess I'll also keep the fat in there. There's my feathers. I'm gonna move those to the new house. And a bit of the flint. Can I do anything with this leather? Well, pelt, not really leather. Rawhide saddle blanket for elk. I don't really know how to tame a rideable mount, so I don't know about doing that. And then there's leather, which I can do quite a bit of things with. I don't know what to do with it though immediately. A sling? Requires improviser trait. I don't have that. What do you even do with it though? A glider, some books. I don't have parchment. Scraped hide and shears make parchment. Yeah. Heavy leather gloves. 0.5 degrees Celsius of warmth. They're not as good as the fur gloves by a whole degree of warmth. Yeah, I don't know. Can I make more chests? Where's chest? There's chest. Nails and strips. I need more of those. 2 wooden chests make a wooden trunk. That does have more slots of storage though, when you combine them. This would be 32 by themselves, but it got an extra 4. Anyway, I don't really have anything I can do with that. And I don't have any plants that I want to bring over to decorate my house with. I'm going to get rid of this fire pit and that torch. While we're here, I can get another crock of food. And it's calm rift activity. Hopefully I don't run into the wolf that was nearby my house. But I'm gonna go to that new house and blacksmith so I can sleep an extra hour in that nicer bed. And look at all the stars, which some are hidden by clouds, sadly. So pretty. Mature parsnips. Nice. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. Bones. Hold on to these. Put those in there. Flint. No room for feathers. Let's do that. Okay. And then we'll put those back in there. We will move the empty crock to the new house. I can do that tonight. Oh my gosh. Rift activity is suddenly very high. And one spawned in my house. No. No, thank you. I would prefer if not. Okay. Still high rift activity, but it is 7 a.m., so hopefully... Ugh, the things are gone. The shivers just are so creepy. They make me shudder every time. Okay. Do I have a shovel? No. Wait. Yes. I'm gonna bring that with me. You know, it'd be really funny if I could whack something with a shovel and it would make a very loud bonk noise with the metallic ringing. That'd be funny. But let's go to the old house. Drop off those seeds and grains. And then deal a bit with the windmill. I'd like to work more on that. And I could probably steal some shale from right there. I never actually grabbed those. That sucks. They still had nice storage time over there though, so it's okay. Actually, I'm gonna grab 8 of these to give to the chickens. But back to my earlier train of thought that I totally lost about the sound levels. I feel like entity sound should have a different sound control for the traders. They're so loud. I would like more cabbage seed. But I don't have the stuff. I don't want to give you more bowls. I don't want to give you a linen sack. I don't want to give you a crate. And I don't have an aged one that's closed. And I don't really have any of this stuff. That sucks. What is the auction house? Active auctions. Nothing. Your auctions. Your purchased, selling, and expired auctions. Yeah, goodbye. I want more gears so I can buy stuff from the furniture trader to decorate my house. But ugh, trades are so quirky. Anyway. Off to deal with the windmill and feed the little chickens and see a rabbit. Now, hopefully no bear has spawned to take the place of the other bear that was around. I don't want to deal with another bear. I don't have my bow and arrows, so extra reasoning. And that rift is just rude, spawning right in front of my chickens. Okay, chickens, eat food. Okay. Is this done? No. No. I still really wish there were gloves or an item you could make that you could break these and it always guarantees a seed from the crop you break, even if it doesn't give you the crop. But let's think. Here's a giant grain field. And I have the windmill. I kind of wish the terrain was a bit more hilly right here, and that these were down. Like that's too tall, that's too tall. Much too tall. Over here is fine. I want to get rid of these bushes and trees and stuff. But while we're here, let's look at plants. I think a lily of the valley would be nice in a pot. Forget-me-not would be nice. The catmint would be nice. And maybe a horsetail. I think I have that many pots. I have one upstairs though as well. Maybe woad. Woad. So very woad. Okay. Let us get back to decorating house. I think catmint. Let's see what woad looks like. That's okay. Lily of the valley. Forget-me-not. And I'll just put a horsetail in this one. Actually, can I put this on a bookshelf? I want this to be able to be put on the bookshelves. That's so mean. It looks like a tiny little tree. Okay, well, I'm happy with that. A little bit of decor, not a lot, but a little bit. It's looking fancy. I still need a lot more andesite for the basement, and I need to decide on a floor block. I don't know if I want it to be shale or slate stone. I prefer it not be the same as the windmill, which has the sandstone. I know there's a lot of it around, but it's not my favorite. It's a very stark change in color from the slate to sandstone. Okay. Now, how do I... I kind of just want to tear this whole place down and make it flat, and then build my own terrain how I want to, but that would just delete tools from existence. So I'd only want to do that with flint shovels, if I do that. And the farthest down I'd go is probably this level right here. I just wish that was higher, and there were more levels of area for the farm. It'd be a big project, but I think it would look better than the current state of affairs right here. Also, it'd be much easier to plant little fields of like these lupin and the dwarf firs and the, I think this was heather. Yeah, I'd like to have tiny little fenced-in fields of these flowers. I think it would just be aesthetically pleasing. But for that, I'd want a bigger hill. I don't know. I do like the beehives, though. I wish I had more honey and that the bees would spread, but they're not gonna spread yet. You know, it is almost spring. I've almost gone a whole year in this world, and this is what I can show for it is the farmland area, the house and the blacksmith over there, the terrible house over there, and the even worse starter house that I first had all the way behind that hill. I'd also want more fenced areas for these berries that I have all the way over there. But for now, I guess the best way to start is just trimming some things down. Like these trees. This oak tree, pretty sure it was still growing, but I'd rather get some things out of the way now than later. So I should probably grab my shears as well, and then I can start dealing with all these big bushes around the area. And then we can have a big project in store that will probably last the entire next year, which is terraforming the windmill area. And for that, I can make some shovels. I also need to make a little area for some boars. Because I have chickens, sure, but boars would also be nice. So would goats. I need dairy in my diet for, I think it gives more health. I don't know why I have 0.3 extra than maximum health allowed. But that's okay. I wanted my shears. I have the shovel. Let's grab some flint and make some flint shovels. Two will be fine. I'll shred through them, but it'll be okay. Shovels. I want to put this one downstairs, or just against the door is fine. I don't know why I unstacked those oak logs from each other. I'm also curious to see how big these trees grow. It'd be cool to see them grow a lot bigger. Why is this tree floating? Weird tree. I do wish I could plant my own bushes. Like, not all acorns turned into trees, or I could somehow gather these leaves and pick them up and turn them into bush. The only thing that's bush-like that I can pick up and plant are these ferns. Which I do like the ferns, I just think having full leaf blocks I can place or plant would be nice. That's something of a start. Of course, I need to pick up all the flowers. But that's a bit better than it was. Is this done? It is. Let's get rid of that. Let's check on some of the other ones in the area. Maybe I can get rid of more markers. No. Where's the... what? That was just not worth marking at all. These might grow. I'm gonna trim this down a block though. So let's get rid of this cattail. Random cattail. That's a bit better. Is this... There's no reason for this to be here. Okay. Well, that's a start. I could also put another windmill on here, and then I wouldn't have to terraform a lot more things, but... I kind of like having that be the centerpiece windmill. And maybe there'll be smaller ones behind it, but I want that to be big windmill. I might have to make it bigger. It was a base just to say, I want a windmill here, and now I'm actually at the point where I could try building the windmill, but it's... The base is too small. The basement's also small, but I already started chiseling it. Many things. Okay. Now, before it gets all dark and some creepy things start spawning, I'm gonna go to the old house and drop some wood off that I don't really have storage space for in the new area as of yet. You know, I should make a logging cabin too for someone to chop wood down. What is this? This is cattails. Random. Let's put all these supplies that I've got. Oh, hi. There was a drifter right there. Kinda random. He came out of that cave, but that's very close to the surface cave. Now, let's drop this wood off. The seeds that I've got. I think I had cattails. Yeah, cattails in here. Or their roots anyway. Drop off seeds, drop off grains. Suddenly have everything get really, really dark. Grab another food serving of stuff. And it can go. Let's also pick up this vine. I feel like we're slowly getting somewhere. Our progression, I'm kind of halted in bronze. Hi, wolf. I'm kind of halted in bronze and copper age, which I think is fine. It would be nice to get to iron soon, but I don't think there's a need to rush. Rather enjoy the game than rush to it. Sticks. More sticks. I'll move the plaster downstairs. Cattails go in here. Plaster can go here. And I'll get another meal out. But almost spring again. And I was really right about having a lot of food for winter. I just didn't have a lot of meat. Or fruit. I ran out of fruit pretty quickly. It's 3 a.m. Medium rift activity. Let's eat this. I might as well, while I'm here, search up iron tools, though. Let's see what the difference is. 900 durability compared to 250 durability. Okay. That would be nice. 8.4 times mining speed for wood. That's 3.2 extra. Why is there a plant mining speed? There isn't a leaf mining speed or a plant mining speed for shears. It says it's very handy for cutting tree leaves, and I'm pretty sure it cuts grass in a 3x3 or something too, but I'm surprised it doesn't say it. There's a plant or leaf mining speed on shears as well. It could be okay to work towards iron. Let's see, iron bits. What are iron bits called? Are they really just iron bits? There's no scientific name for them. Oh, there's iron ore. What's the difference between normal iron and meteoric iron? Let's see. That has a lot more durability, jeez. More mining speed. Meteoric iron seems awesome. I do wish I could trade the stick for something different, so hopefully that would add different durability. Every stage of the game seems like sticks are still your best friend. Even though there's things like iron rods that I feel you should be able to use instead of a stick. That's okay though. Iron bloom. Cooking or smelting or roasting limonite, magnetite, and hematite. Don't I have magnetite? That's Galena, that's Valerina. No. Okay. I think I found magnetite somewhere. Sphalerite, sphalerite, sphalerite. I think I can get rid of these readings. This one I can definitely get rid of. That one's a sad reading as well. I didn't mean to get rid of that. 0.7, 0.82, 0.72. Let's get rid of those. That's the best of all those. That area. I feel like I should have a spot there that says something. But I don't. That doesn't have any lots of iron stuff. That doesn't either. It does say magnetite though, very poor. 0.22. 0.13. If I go this way or this way, I might find more iron. I'll need a prospect around that area. And then native copper pentlandite. I don't know what that's for. I should also probably prospect in this biome. Down here, over here as well. And this whole area I definitely should. My search for chalk yielded nothing here, but I could prospect now that I know the area around there. Okay. Are the wolves chill? Hopefully. I don't hear any rift people. Or are they people, or are they kind of more like things? I don't know. I don't know the lore of Vintage Story because I haven't found any bony soil in the ruins that I've seen. That I have marked on the map, so I don't really need that. And some of these should slowly be getting done. Let's dig up this spot of dirt. There's a bit more stuff cleared. I didn't mean to delete the sandstones from existence. I wanted to grab them. But I was holding a flower, so it makes sense to place the flower. You know, I just thought of something fun. If you found traders, I don't know if they're going to add villages in the future, but maybe if they add villages in the future, full of people you can trade with. If you could do quests for certain village traders or something, then they will reward you by teaching you an attribute or a trait or something. And maybe over time, or even better rewards, could get rid of the negative attributes or something. Like claustrophobic, if you could slowly work on a fear just to get rid of it, because that's feasible in real life, I feel. Working on a fear so it doesn't affect you as badly. If you could get rewards like that for doing quests or something from traders, that would be nice. And then it would be a nice way to have single player be more friendly on the stat-wise and debuffs. Because if you want to be a clothier, but you also want to have the hunting perks, yeah, I don't think you can multi-class. Let's put these away. More dwarf furs. Lupins and cow parsley. But I cleared up the whole top section of this, and I could probably start chipping away at digging it out. There's still a lot of flowers, of course. We'll see. I may just decide to try and like this as it is, and not terraform it a lot, but I do like the idea of having a big hill with lots of different sections and sizes of fields like that have different crops I can rotate, and or animals and flower areas for beehives. I think that's a nice aesthetic, but it might be annoying to do in this area. I don't know if it's the best because of it's common rainfall over here, but when I get over here it's uncommon rainfall. Over there is very common. I could try and maybe not chip away this, but extend this part and make this the windmill. I think I'd have to aim it this way though, because the particle effects from the snow often go this way. And so having the wind blow this way makes more sense than having it look this way and have the wind blow but not move the I don't remember what it's called. The sails. I'll figure it out though. I'll think on it more. But if you guys have any ideas, you can tell me in the comments and I'll try to look at them and think about it. But currently, the plan is either make this a bigger hill and have more sections that I can put fields on and work on that the whole next year while I do cropping, farming, and husbandry with animals. And or I might do this as a big hill with the same idea and just move the windmill over here. We'll see what happens though. But I feel like that was a good amount of progress. I'm getting hungry. It's about lunchtime. So I'm going to start heading over to the blacksmith and house area. But it'll be nice because soon it will be spring again, and hopefully the bees will start working on repopulating the 2 skeps that I dealt with during winter. You can tell that I'm hungry. And then I can get more lanterns to actually put in that house. And we'll figure everything out. But for now, that'll be the episode. I'm gonna put the shears away because I don't really need them. And I guess I can hold on to the dirt. Let's eat a bit of our spelt porridge. And yeah. But, ugh. That's the episode, and I hope you enjoyed. But I will see you all later. I hope you had a good morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time of day it is for you. And bye-bye.